Assalamu alaikum, I'm Aisha and you're watching Samaa News. Here are today's headlines. US President Donald Trump's swift rejection of Iran's response to a US peace proposal has sent oil prices surging higher. Days after the US floated an offer in the hopes of reopening negotiations, Iran released a response focused on ending the war on all fronts, especially Lebanon, where US ally Israel is fighting Iran-backed Hezbollah militants. Within hours, Trump dismissed Iran's proposal with a post on social media. The US had proposed an end to fighting before starting talks on more contentious issues, including Iran's nuclear program. Earlier, Iran submitted its response to a US proposal aimed at ending the war, sending it through Pakistani mediators. According to Iranian media, Tehran called the US demands excessive and illogical, saying the plan amounted to surrendering to Donald Trump. The media also reported that Tehran has made it clear negotiations will only move forward if they are in line with Iranian interests. A source cited by Iran's state-linked news agency rejected Trump's criticism of the response, saying no one in Iran drafts plans to please Trump. The source added that Iran's negotiating team must focus only on the interests of the Iranian nation. US President Donald Trump and Chinese President Xi Jinping are set to discuss Iran, Taiwan, artificial intelligence and nuclear weapons as they weigh extending a critical minerals deal. According to US officials previewing Trump's two-day visit to China this week, Trump is scheduled to arrive in Beijing on Wednesday, ahead of talks set to take place Thursday and Friday. It will be his first trip to China since 2017. The US and China are expected to agree to forums to facilitate mutual trade and investment, while China is expected to announce purchases related to Boeing airplanes, American agriculture, and energy, the officials said. Meanwhile, China has rejected United States sanctions imposed on Chinese companies over cooperation with Iran, calling the measures unfair and unacceptable. Chinese Foreign Ministry spokesperson Guo Jiakun told a press conference that Chinese firms were operating in accordance with the law and should continue their business activities normally. He said Beijing would protect the legal rights and interests of its companies at all costs. Guo said it was wrong to use war as a pretext to malign another country, adding that preventing further conflict should remain the foremost priority. British Prime Minister Keir Starmer has promised to be bolder to turn around Britain's fortunes, making an impassioned plea to both his Labour Party and voters to stick with him and avoid a leadership contest he said would only bring chaos. Speaking at a community centre in London, Starmer all but admitted he had been too timid in tackling the myriad of problems besetting Britain since he won a large majority in 2024. And said he took responsibility for one of the worst defeats for Labour in last week's elections. Describing the global backdrop of conflicts in Ukraine and Iran as one of the most dangerous than at any time in my life, Starmer said he would now offer a complete break with the decision-making of the past that led to the status quo. Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi has urged Indians to revive work-from-home practices, use less fuel, buy less gold, and limit foreign travel, as India faces mounting pressure from surging global energy prices. Speaking at a public event in Hyderabad, Modi said responsible daily choices could help the country save fuel and preserve foreign exchange during the continuing Middle East crisis. Modi said India must return to some habits adopted during the COVID period, including work from home, online meetings, and video conferences. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu hopes to wean Israel off US military support within a decade as his country pushes to strengthen ties with Gulf states. He said in an interview that he wants to draw down to zero the American financial support, the financial component of the military cooperation. Netanyahu said Israel receives about $3.8 billion of US military aid a year. He added that it is absolutely the right time to possibly reset the US-Israeli financial relationship. That's all for now. For more updates, visit www.samaa.tv. Thank you for watching Samaa News.